O enchanted land of my childhood. A cultural petri dish from which regularly issues forth greatness. New Jersey, in case you didn't know it, has got beaches. Beautiful beaches. And they're not all crawling with roid-raging trolls with reality shows. I grew up summering on those beaches, and they are awesome. Jersey's got farmland, beautiful bedroom communities where that woman from Real Housewives who looks like Dr. Zayas does not live, nor anyone like her. Even the refineries. The endless clover leaves of turnpikes and expressways twisting in unknowable patterns over the wetlands are to me somehow beautiful. To know Jersey is to love her. Fort Lee. You may have heard of it. Some of Governor Christie's minions allegedly conspired to jam up traffic for a few days. It's a town with a jokey history of corruption. It's also where my beloved Hiram's is. Open since 1932 and pretty much unchanged ever since, my dad started bringing me and my younger brother Chris here in the 50s, and they still honor tradition.
3 chili cheese dogs.
My happy place. Sometimes I just need that old-time flavor, you know? So as soon as I could chew food, basically my dad would take me here. It is a great point of pride and personal satisfaction, and I've convinced my daughter that these are the finest hot dogs in the land. She gets very excited to come out here, which makes me very happy. Thank you. Thank you. Now this is key. These toothpicks, just like 1958. Some things just shouldn't change. My dad used to love piccalilli, red relish. I love this stuff. Look at that beauty. Oh, yeah. I come here to feed my soul at the cultural wellspring that is New Jersey. It's the antidote to every other place. This place is perfect. The dogs are amazing. There are not a lot of people in this world like courageous enough to not change. Down the shore. Yeah, we actually talked like that. It was what we did. Go down the shore. Not just our family from Bergen County near the bridge, but middle-class and working-class families from Philly and all over who pack up the kids in the station wagon for the seemingly interminable trip to Long Beach Island. Just getting out of the driveway was a big deal.
It always took 3 extra hours just to load the damn cars.
There was always drama.
Strapping crap to the roof of the car.
Where once we were over the Manahawkin Bridge, the excitement would ratchet up. Ship Bottom, then Surf City, Harvey Cedars, Love Ladies, ticking off the town names until finally, Barnegat Light. New. These are all new. I mean, look, that's original.
Yeah, definitely.
In fact, I think I know who lived there at one point.
And that's definitely old school.
But look, let's face it, it's been how many years? I mean, like 40...
There's a 400, I think.
Jesus, we're old. The lighthouse.
Definitely remember going to that lighthouse a lot of times.
Oh, the good old days. I want some fried clam strips.
Absolutely.
Well, our options are limited, shall we say, but holy crap, this place is filling up.
I think it's because it's the only place.
Yeah, but still, who lives out here year-round?
We're about to see every single one of them.
Let's be honest, when we'd come here in the summers, I was the bad one.
Yes, your recollection is correct.
I was up to every variety of criminal, antisocial behavior down here. I didn't smoke dope for the first time here. I was looking for dope, but as a 12-year-old, it was hard to come by.
I think I vaguely remember you walking off with some kind of cute girl.
First kiss, that was an important passage. Oh, good.
This is good.
I realize now that I hitchhiked regularly.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, I want to go down to Ship Bottom tonight with some friends. How you getting there? Well, hitchhike down. Okay, have fun.
That was cool. All the kids were hitching here. That's how you got places here.
Summertime. You know that sound? Just out of the water, ears pressed up against the beach blanket, the squeak of bare feet on sand nearby. Classics Illustrated comics waiting for me back at the house. I'd play with my little plastic army man in the dunes.
There's a smell of beach grass in the dunes. You know, can you remember it?
I still crave it. I love it.
And on special occasions, clams and drawn butter. No matter where I find them now, they always bring me back here.
I remember this place with nothing but fondness. I mean, I can't remember a single
great.
bad memory here.
It was great. People you knew from last year were here. You'd roll out onto the street. Your parents didn't need to be with you. Have a campfire on the beach at night. You'd set off firecrackers, all this stuff they wouldn't let you do at home.
The beach would look different. For a couple of days, the whole beach would be like this weird foamy surf, like these giant, like frothy bubbles. Oh, yeah. Here, now we're talking. Thank you.
Yeah, or there would be the jellyfish delivery sometimes, where there'd be like millions of them all over the place.
Infestation of jellyfish, right. I tried to block that out.
That wonderful feeling like, you know, you were with other 10-year-olds alone at night, you know, on the beach. It was great.
Love clam strips.
These are great.
This is awesome. So far, so great. Yeah, I'm happy. Properly battered piece of fish, some good tartar sauce. What were your favorite activities?
Building fire on the beach.
Right. Overturning the lifeguard sand.
Yes, had to go.
They were representatives of the man.
Firecrackers on the beach.
Firecrackers on the beach.
I have some firecrackers in your car, by the way. Just saying.
But set them off in the elevator at the casino.
Perfect, perfect. Thank you.
It was paradise, America's first dream vacation. The beach, as far as America was concerned, meaning bathing suits and swimming in the surf, was pretty much invented here. Atlantic City. Rich or working class, it was here for you. Back then, you dressed up to walk the boardwalk. It was capitalism at its purest and most assertive. It was a democratic dream, designed from the beginning for everybody. Flashy, utilitarian. Upright, deeply, unapologetically corrupt. The Knife and Fork Inn was right there through it all. In many ways, its story a perfect reflection of changing times. Established in 1912 as a so-called gentlemen's dining and drinking club, the second floor originally had curtained alcoves and a separate ladies' lounge. Private rooms on the third and fourth floor were set aside for games of chance and perhaps other activities. Vicki Gold Levy's dad was the chief photographer for Atlantic City from the 1930s through the 1960s. He saw it all, and by extension, so did Vicki.
What was it like here as a kid?
It was fantastic. Walking down the boardwalk in the summertime was like walking in a carnival in a midway. The cacophony of noises.
There were still remnants of the 20s.
Yeah.
That sensibility, that look, handlebar mustaches, Victorian graphic design and illustration, a weird stuck-in-time feel was still very much in evidence, even in my time here in the early 60s. The boardwalk was over 6 miles of amusements, entertainments, parades, and pageants, a never-ending carnival.
Every place you went down the boardwalk was something else to see. And all the stores were like mom and pop stores. They were all very unique.
Yes.
And I love that.
The world-famous Steel Pier, amusement arcades, Barkers, novelties, saltwater taffy.
I loved the joke shops.
The joke shops.
It was a wonderland of juvenile delinquency because I got to inspire, plastic dog crap and plastic vomit and smoke powder, and it was just something very sinister and forbidden. And my parents indulged me when I was here.
The menu has changed somewhat since the original. For me, a very tasty pretzel-crusted swordfish over lump crab meat. For Vicki, pan-seared scallops.
My memories of Atlantic City are largely built around the time before gambling. Times were not good. I mean, the Marlboro Blenheim, I remember it well, was largely empty, but it was a magnificent structure.
I mean, you and I like the nostalgia. And people who like Coney Island like it, but I don't know about the young people.
Beautiful buildings are beautiful buildings. You know, a beautiful view is beautiful view forever.
Yes.
There's no place with this kind of history and legitimacy. This place has deep romantic allure.
I agree with you. I believe in the transition that's coming. I really, really do, with all my heart.
The kinds of businesses you talk about that used to be here, it's not a matter of, gee, it would be really great if that kind of thing happened again. It is inevitable that that will happen again. And it's worth fixing. Atlantic City could be chic, easily, because the bones, the skeleton of this city are beautiful.
I'm glad you feel that way.
There is, even in very young people, particularly now, beautiful old things. A beautiful old restaurant with really great food, for instance.
Eating it right now?
Is much more interesting than a glass box with good food.
There are few American cities, places where things have gone as disastrously wrong as Camden, New Jersey. It's like the poster child for everything a city could screw up. Once a manufacturing powerhouse, home to the New York Shipbuilding Corporation, the Campbell's Soup Company, and RCA Victor Records. A company town. About 80,000 people live here today. That's the same number of people who were employed during its heyday. Nearly 40% of the city's high school students don't graduate. The entire police force replaced by the state. More than 1/3 of city residents live below the poverty line. Voter turnout, not good. If there's any place one could be forgiven for just throwing your hands up in the air and giving up, it's here. But no. Cities with serious problems need extraordinary people. And Tawanda Jones is clearly an extraordinary person.
When you give, especially to someone who is really in need, you know, I feel, it makes me feel complete.
Her late grandfather, Walter Green Jr., was a former military man, an employee of RCA, and a bodyguard for the great boxer, Jersey Joe Walcott.
He was just like the protector. You know, if you need anything, you go to Mr. Dynamite. That was his nickname.
He was also a man who believed in being part of the community. When Tawanda was 15, she was asked to lead a local drill team. Unfortunately, it soon lost its funding. Walter purchased 80 uniforms and 3 drums to give them a start.
Move! Our demons fed not that we're inadequate. Our demons fed that we're powerful beyond measure.
Today, CSS, the Camden Sophisticated Sisters drill team, which includes the Distinguished Brothers and Taps, the almighty percussion sound, have over 320 participants.
Good job, babies. Good job. Clap it up for yourself. Clap it up. Clap it up.
We meet at neighborhood stalwart Tony and Ruth Stakes, still doing what they do.
It doesn't get any better than this.
What was Camden like back in the good old days?
Oh my God. It was so different coming up when I was younger. I didn't have to worry about, you know, my life being threatened coming outside, you know. The neighborhood, everyone knew everybody. That sense of community was strong back then.
You're talking about your childhood as if it was a real long time ago. It's not that long ago.
All right.
What the hell went wrong?
People can blame it on the politics, but I think that's just too easy. Many have failed our children, but it's up to the parents to really start getting more involved in the kids' education. You know what your child is doing.
So you're putting it principally on the parents?
Absolutely.
This is tasty.
Those are delicious.
So the conventional wisdom seemed to be, it's time to get out of Camden. Why are you still here?
Because the need is in Camden. If every decent person in Camden leaves Camden, then we never have a chance. In order to be a part of the program, they have to maintain a C average or better.
Right.
It's all about their academics. It's all about nurturing these kids. What's right, what's wrong, you know? The drill team does that. They have different sayings that they go by every day. It's a start without a finish. It is possible.
It is never impossible. If I can believe and I can achieve, it's possible, it's possible, it's possible.
And they believe this. You know, they say it so much until it's embedded.
Tawanda has helped CSS support itself with financial assistance from fellow parents and some fundraising, temporary help, and donations from small businesses. But surprisingly, for a group with a national profile, no lasting support from official organizations or national institutions, public or private. Yet, she perseveres.
A lot of your practices are done outdoors.
Right.
All-weather type of a situation.
Yes, we've been under bridges, everything. Over 28 years, we've been outside. Their safety is the most important to me, you know, but it's been a blessing and a curse, because you'll have the corner boys come up to you and ask you, Miss Wawa, are you having practice outside today? And I'll say, yeah, and they're like, today's not a good day. And I'm like, okay, all right, thank you very much.
That's nice.
You know, right, you know, and I appreciate it, trust me.
How do you keep these kids off the corner?
I'm quite aware that times are hard, but I just tried to show them an alternative route, saying that there's so much more out there than this. Some of them call me Major Pain, but it's all out of love. You know, they need that structure and discipline in life, period. To go to work, to go to school.
They're doing it because it's fun,
Right.
but it's hard.
Yeah.
You're asking people to do a hard thing, and they're doing it.
Yeah.
And I gotta ask, I'm gonna guess that in the years that you've been doing this, you had to have had your heart broken many times. You had to have seen kids who you really believed in fall by the wayside. And I'm guessing a lot. How do you go on?
We do have a lot of sad stories, but we have more good. Our good outweighs the bad, you know? And I keep going just for that reason. You know, before I was a little hard on myself, and I used to actually think that I could save all the kids. I know that's not the case. You know, I just do the best that I can do. And just pray that the next kid doesn't, you know, fall by the wayside.
How do you not become cynical? Do you harden your heart, or you just...
No, actually, I have to replenish myself, or I'm not gonna be any good to them or my own family. These kids are like precious cargo to me. Some have pretty tough lives. Some of them have the responsibility of a 30-something-year-old. They're holding down their homes and their only kids. No kid shouldn't have to go through that.
25 years down the road, what do you think Camden's gonna be like?
Wow. I'm praying that it turns into the Camden that I remember. And I know that I'm helping our future leaders to become a part of that change. I'm very hopeful, and there's no doubt in my mind that there is going to be a positive Camden. No doubt.
You're gonna stay?
I'm not going anywhere. My pop-up didn't leave. I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I know. Philadelphia is right over there, right across the Ben Franklin Bridge, the center of the cheesesteak universe. But what if it isn't? They're better than that. They're bigger than that. And the best cheesesteak in the area might well come from New Jersey. Donkeys, opened by Leon Lucas 71 years ago. A heavyweight contender in the 1928 Summer Olympics in boxing, he was known during his time in the cavalry as the Donkey.
They said he had a punch like the kick of a mule. So somebody gave him the handle Donkey, and he kept it.
His son Robert runs the joint now, and this is what they do here. Behold, the Jersey cheesesteak.
Pleasure to meet you.
So this is the place, the best cheesesteak in South Jersey, unless I'm mistaken?
In New Jersey.
In New Jersey, period.
Yeah.
Is there a difference between Jersey style and Philadelphia style?
Yeah, we do ours on a round poppyseed kaiser roll.
Really? I'll have one of those. What's the way to go? I mean, anything I need to know, or just...
No, a regular cheese and onions.
Beautiful thing.
I need one, Paulie.
It's round. It's got steak, spices, browned onions, real American cheese, such as it is, and a poppy seed roll.
Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
And it is sublime.
Relish, what do you think?
That's hot pepper, yeah, a little bit of that
A
won't
little
hurt.
bit. Oh, man, I drove a long way for this. Thinking about it the whole way.
Good.
Man, it just should be like a national landmark right away. This sandwich is unbelievably good.
Thanks.
Really a thing of beauty.
That's good to hear.
Worth driving across the state in a blizzard for.
Well, we get a lot of people from Philly.
No way. Philly.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow, that's treason. Do they like change the plates on their car and like they're in disguise? I mean,
It's different. The poppy seeds help.
yeah, no, I like this roll. It's awesome. That's delicious. Well, I think we learned something here today. Jersey cheesesteaks. I'm not saying they're better than Philadelphia. Yeah, I am, actually. So there. It's just great.
Glad you enjoyed it.
You want to talk mythic, epic, storied, anthemic, that sort of thing? Welcome to Asbury Park, wellspring of American music of a certain kind. Home to, yes, the Boss, and the Jersey National Anthem, Born to Run.
$9, the time into Hades, street preacher.
Springsteen, Bon Jovi, Little Steven. But before them, there was this man, Southside Johnny, who with his Asbury Jukes pretty much created the template for the Jersey sound. A place, and really it could have only been this place, that changed music and lyrics forever.
Asbury Park. It's had a reputation as being a happy hunting ground for musicians because what? A lot of bars?
A lot of bars. It just was a tradition of bands playing here, which is funny because the town was started not to have alcohol and not that kind of music. But after a while, the pressure just was too much for entertainment for people to come here, and it morphed into an R&B and rock and roll haven.
Most bars don't hire musicians. They don't hire bands. They have too much trouble.
Well, this is the Jersey
you
Shore,
know.
though. I mean, the Jersey Shore means people want entertainment. It's not just hard drinking people. There's people here on vacation in the summer.
Atlantic City didn't have that reputation.
Well, we're not Atlantic City. We're Asbury Park.
All right.
As I always like to say, good is good forever. Great music, great songs, and a classic Jersey sandwich. And at Frank's, they honor that Jersey tradition of assertive layers of sliced ham, salami, pepperoni, provolone, with some tomato, onions, shredded lettuce. You got your roasted peppers in there, and most important, your oil and vinegar, which soaks into that soft, fresh-baked bread and marries it all together into a soggy, glorious delivery vehicle for deliciousness.
Here we go.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Oh, it's such a beautiful thing that they shred the lettuce and everything. You used to come here as a kid?
Yes, my father, he would order like a pastrami sandwich.
Yeah.
And I'd eat like a third of it, and he'd eat the rest of it. And then my brother would eat eggs and bacon, so we had to order what he liked. But he was a real trencherman. He could really eat.
Asbury Park, like its close cousin Atlantic City, with whom it had so much in common, suffered from much the same problems. 14 years ago, last time I came, it was a shell of itself. Dying, the beaches empty, a sad and forlorn place. Unlike Atlantic City, though, Asbury Park fought to fix itself to become again the kind of place that anybody would want to live in. They didn't look for a magic bullet like casino gambling. And to a great extent, they've succeeded by keeping alive what made Asbury Park special. They hung on to what was important. Like this place, where any overgrown child still wants to play.
Misspent youth. Thank God.
What? Tilt? Oh, no way. That's delicate.
Come on, hit, baby, hit. Ah, man, these are tough.
This is important for children.
I think so.
You know, your first exposure to racy images of women are all set in some sort of 20s fetishistic alternate universe. Also, it teaches you shame.
And teaches you humility when you lose.
And exactly the limits of how much you can break the rules before it tilts.
You know, I think they should have tilt for all sorts of things.
I think so, too.
You step over the line in a bar talking to a young lady,
Tilt.
And that way you know you got to start again. I tilted it already. I barely touched it. What are they talking about?
That's what they all say.
Wait a minute. I got un god. See here, I got a nut. God! Let me play.
As I like to say, good is good forever. The Atlantic Ocean will always be magnificent. looking at it always a humbling, even educational experience. It teaches us that men come and go. But no matter how foolish or outsized their dreams, how badly they screw up, what we do here at the ocean's edge, the sea will outlast us, will always draw us to her edges. When necessary, it will crush us.
I mean, look at the Taj. This is completely oblivious to everything going on around it.
Yeah.
And that has got to be the most butt-ugly building ever.
I noticed last night that some of the lights on the sign on the building are out.
Yeah, it's like Trump.
So, something like that, yeah.
Or Tump.
Or rump.
I mean, it's sort of perfect, actually. If you think of Trump as sort of carnival barker, his operations is designed to attract rubes and empty.
Yeah.
You've got sort of a perfect metaphor here.
Yeah.
I hate sweets, but I'm a sucker for nostalgia. You can't go back, I can't go back. Hell, I wouldn't even if I could. I sure don't want to ever have to be a teenager again. But those tastes and smells of childhood, they work still.
Now, you're telling me you were not a big saltwater taffy fan?
I just remember it was hard to chew.
You had braces, remember? So this was probably
It may have been
problematic.
before that. I don't know. I can't remember if I had braces at that point.
I don't like candy generally, but these have a mystical hold on me. Man, even the color of the wrapper has this weird, you know, like there should be weird music playing in the background. Molasses, I totally remember that. Getting a bunch of those. I don't know why certain flavors really resonate. The peanut, I know exactly what that tastes like. I remember the vanilla really powerfully. Like, I'm not even a vanilla guy really, I'm more of a chocolate guy.
I think I remember pink ones, so they must have had strawberry.
Wintergreen, I remember.
Licorice sounds good.
The peppermints. We keep these in the car.
We'll try cookies and cream. Does it melt?
Oh, it's a lot of taffy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stuff isn't fattening, by the way. You can eat as much as you want.
Is it gluten-free?
It's all natural.
That's what I thought.
Atlantic City will never die. Good is indeed good forever. And Atlantic City will be great again. Asbury Park, Camden, all of my home state. I'm convinced when the tide has come and washed all the greed heads away, will once again be magic. I hope I'm there to see it.